Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gemi, and today we're going to be talking about using and installing CodeSnap. CodeSnap is a very cute tool, extension of Visual Codes that helps you to take screenshots of your code, and it really helps in code sharing. You can also use it on your blogs or on social media posts. I am very much obsessed with it, and it's just so cute. All right, first things first, ensure you have your VS Code installed, and navigate down here to your extensions tab. Once you get here, search for CodeSnap. You're definitely going to, all right. So yeah, we have CodeSnap. We have different versions of it. Let's install this. So you can already see this is CodeSnap. Helps you take beautiful screenshots of your code in VS Code. And there are so many features. There are instructions on how to use it and tips, and then like examples as well. So let's go ahead to install this. It's going to take a few seconds. Yeah. So our extension is installed globally now. All right, so we're going to be using this HTML file to practicalize. All you have to do is you could copy a section of your code, right click, and then you can always see the CodeSnap option here. When you CodeSnap, you have it here. You have your code in a very cute background here, and you can either choose to like copy here and go paste wherever it is you want to paste, or you can also click on the shorter symbol here to save into your document. It saves up as a PNG file, so you can use either of both options. But that's not just all you can do with CodeSnap in Visual Code. You can change the settings, all of these colors, background colors, the way it looks. They are flexible. You can change all of that setting, and if that's something you want to do, all you have to come here to your extension, and you click this setting icon. And extension setting, you can see that we have some settings here. Background color, you can change the background color of your snippet container. The background color is the gray color here. You can change this color. You can do so many things. Let's change the background color first. Let's change, this is an hexadecimal color code, and we can get different code for different color. So to use another color, you can come over here to Google Color Picker, and you can choose any color you want. You can scroll through, and this Google Color Picker is going to help you with the hexadecimal code of that color. I love pink, so let's do something pinkish. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's copy this code, the X code, and paste it here. All right. I was supposed to remove this. All right. Let's see if that works. I think you have to like save. There's actually a save button down here where you just save it. And here, let's try to do this again to see if it's actually okay. Look at that. We have it. Our pink background is here now. So you can change to whatever color you want. Let's try changing again. Right, let's go back to our Google Color Picker. We can do this sky blue. All right, we can do this. Let's come on here and change it, and then save it. And yeah, let's try again. Look at that. Look at that. We have another background color. It's as simple as that. All right. Another thing we can do is change the box shadow. If you do not know what the box shadow is, if you come to your CodeSnap, you would notice that let me just give you like a sample here. You will notice that there's like a shadow. There's a shadow around this area. There's a shadow. You can edit that. You can make it a different color, make it a bit deeper. So you can do that here. Let's just change this to any random number. Let me have, and this is an RGB code, an RGB number. RGBA number is also a number that is used to represent colors. So you can change, if you change all of this, you're going to have another different color. I'm just using random numbers. Let's see what it comes up with. Let's change this to 1. This is like the intensity. And let's see what we have. Let's try to do this. Okay, guys, can you see that the color is different? The shadow is different. I think we have something lemonish, and it's more intense. So you can also change. You can always edit this to whichever color you prefer, but you can always change. In fact, you can move it around. You can move it around. Let's change this to like 18. I think this is just going to bring it down a bit. Let me copy this. Let me use this. Look at that. Like you can move that around as well. So another thing we can do is change the container padding. If you see, by default, the padding is kind of a lot. And by padding, it means the spaces here, the spaces around the code. You can change that. By default, you have 3 AM. You can change it to say 1, make it smaller. If you want to make it larger, you can also do that. Let's try to see that in action as well. You can see that it is now a bit smaller as opposed to the default. Another thing you can do is to edit the real line numbers. By default, what CodeSnap does is that even if I start from line 17, and you can also use updating in real time. I can update it in real time. So I can just highlight my code and it updates in real time. But even if I start from, you can see that I start highlighting from line 17 and it highlights from line 17. You can change that. You can change that if you want it to start highlighting, even regardless of wherever it is you start highlighting from, you want it to start from number 1. You can change. I think that is actually the default. I changed that. So you can see that this is now from number 1, regardless of where I'm starting from. It's not saying it's from number 4. It's starting its own like number line number, and that's so cute. You can also use or not use rounded corners. By default, rounded corners are used. You can choose to not use rounded corners. That's like a very, very, it's not really detectable, but you notice that these corners are a bit round. They're round. You can choose to not have them round. You can choose to just have them as straight can be. Let's check that. Yeah, you can see that they are no longer round. They are like very straight. You can do that as well. And there's still very much more settings here. The shutter action. Remember in the beginning when we wanted to save or copy? By default, the shutter action here helps us to save while we right-click to copy. You can change that. You can switch it. You can instead make the shutter button copy and not save, or save and not copy, whichever one you prefer. And we can also take the shot with or without the container. This is the container. You can decide to take your shot without it. So you can have your window as your background or retain your container. And you can choose to use a transparent background. By default, it doesn't use a transparent background or not. So this is an example of like an image, a code image using a transparent background. And I think that's all there is to the settings for now. And another thing you would want to do is to reset, is to change your setting back to default. So if you see this blue line, it indicates that this particular feature or setting is not in default. It means that it has been changed. So you can change it back. Click on this setting icon and reset setting. We can see that the blue disappears. Reset setting, it goes back to your default setting. Reset setting for everything, and there you go. You go back to the very way it was set initially before you started to change it. So that is that. With CodeSnap on Visual Studio Code is a very cool tool. I highly recommend. Thank you guys for staying to the end. My name is Bemi, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on your notifications for more tech and coding content. See you next time. Bye.